We all just ripped around to smelling salts.
It's the way we start the pod nowadays. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. The guy who loves it most is Fez.
It's weird. I don't want you to abuse the smelling salts, Fez. I know that it's easy for you to abuse things that feel good, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Are you ever afraid that you're going to get addicted to a drug?
Not really.
I think he's
went
already
to a
addicted to
bar
smelling
with,
salts.
Saltine and Solby, and like I got my first analytics tryout with shrooms and a little bit of ecstasy.
I didn't understand what he said either.
Okay, this is what I directly heard right now. Tell me if everybody else heard this. I have an analytics tryouts, and I had the mushroom.
I heard that too. Are you trying to get a job at Google? You're trying to get a job at Google.
You said analytic tryouts, bro. What?
Analytic?
Oh, so you...
What's it? What's the
Athletic?
term? There?
Psychedelic?
Psychologic.
It's messed up to make fun of the way you speak, but you know what, dude? That was Fez's character in the 70s show. So, like, basically, you are like a real sitcom character in our life.
Oh, my
Oh, you are. Fez, one of my favorite scenes from the pickup video we did last week, which is a classic.
It's a classic.
Is Fez fading in the bar, Leo putting it that you look like you could be face effed at any moment.
Yeah.
Just a, if somebody could, you're lucky that your friends didn't let you walk back to an Uber by yourself,
Dude.
because you were liable to get AR'd. But Fez, you took a snort of that chemical that I think you're fast becoming addicted to, smelling salts, and you were like a new man.
Oh.
I mean, don't say, oh.
No
like
comment on this?
I mean, I saw your fire pickup on that chick when you asked her to party down with Pikachu.
Yeah.
That was after the smelling salt.
Yes.
I regret not strapping a GoPro to Fez and just having that footage the rest of the night. I would have died going to the toilet and throwing up into it. I would have been unbelievable.
It's people talk about leaving a GoPro on their Labrador when they go to work.
Yeah.
Fez, when you're drunk, you're basically a big South American Labrador.
Oh my God. Really?
When you're drunk.
Yes.
When you're drunk.
Actually, that was the first time I ever felt that wasted in one night because I drink maximum drinks. It's like maybe 2 drinks, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I guess I overestimated how much I can handle now.
Why were you drinking so much, buddy?
I don't know.
That was like the one night to not overdo it.
People were giving him free drinks.
Yeah.
It was still, I think, a baby step in the right direction for him getting some tail, though, right? I mean, what do you think?
Well, all in all, why are you laughing, Leo?
It's because I just...
Are you trying to set me up for another dagger?
No, I'm not trying to set you up for a dagger. But, it was... I just remember the conversation me and you had outside, dude, when you were like, you were... At the end of the night, the conversation me and you had outside where you just looked at me and you go, I don't know if we can do the impossible. This might be the impossible right now.
It's okay.
Do you know what we're talking about, NBA? Have you seen any of the footage of Fez here trying to get some ass?
I watched the video last Monday. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Wow. Thank you, NBA. I don't want to presume that anybody is watching all the videos. But yeah, Fez, just, that blacked out drunk attitude, that might work if you're a famous DJ or a wide receiver in the NFL.
Right.
It's tough. We need to stack everything in your favor. Mm-hmm. And the glazed over eyes, the posture, like just moments from vomiting. Girls don't like that.
Dude, you became like you. If there was a live action Winnie the Pooh, you're Eeyore. You're literally Eeyore with an accent, dude.
He could play like half the characters in that show.
Yeah, I thought what you were saying is he could be Winnie the Pooh in a live action. In a South American Winnie the Pooh reboot.
I was thinking you're going to mention that Wild Things Are. But
Dude, if we did a porn Winnie the Pooh where you just wore a shirt and no pants.
Dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, but then it's South American, so instead of fucking a girl, you fuck a donkey.
I don't know if that was real, dude. That documentary about all those Colombian kids banging donkeys, I suppose, deep in
If
in
anyone
the
would know, it
jungles.
would be Fez.
Fez, have you heard about things like that happening in your country?
But donkeys?
Yes, young boys losing their virginity to donkeys.
No.
You sure?
Not. Nope.
You sure? It seems like he's trying to keep a secret right now.
I'm not going to, I don't want to say this, but if you were in Colombia, I mean, Latinos are notorious for being like, they can really peer pressure. The peer pressure, like Latinos, like like they're peer pressures. You would have been peer pressured into fucking a donkey.
Yeah.
Especially by the time you hit like 25 and you were still a virgin, somebody would have been like, "Mira, we can take care of these right now. Come." I know a good stable. He's a good horse or a good donkey.
What if to get Fez to do it? Because obviously we weren't there during his childhood in Nicaragua. But what if like we ran a David Dobrik?
David Dobrik.
David Dobrik, you might remember, they had one of their buddies, and he might have been a little drunk, but they like made Jason Nash wear like a bunch of makeup or wear a mask to look like a hot chick. And then they got one of the buddies, who was a black dude, by the way, who ended up being like super homophobic. They got him to make out with Jason Nash while Jason Nash, I believe, was wearing like a chick mask.
Wow.
Huge controversy. David got canceled for it, which is such bullshit. Like, that's hilarious.
It's crazy what he got canceled for. Dobrik didn't even do anything himself. He kind of just facilitated some fun.
It's fucking sad, dude. I back Dobrik, dude. That guy was a legend. But Fez, we need to like get a mini donkey. They make them. My parents' neighbor has a mini donkey. We get one up into, say, Austin's bedroom, because I say so. And then we just get like one of those silicone sex dolls.
Yeah.
And like kind of like cut out its ass and put the donkey ass in there. And, we'll figure it out. And then Fez, we just get you shit-faced and we get you to fuck a donkey.
No thanks.
How do you feel about that?
Well, you're not going to know.
They don't get any STDs. You don't get any. That's one of the pluses.
Okay. Fez, you can't support a baby right now either. And you won't have to worry about that.
This reminds me of something Floyd Mayweather did one time.
Sure.
Because you're talking about setting up a guy to bang something that's fake. So Floyd, there was a guy who like got no pussy in his crew, and this was on one of those HBO 24/7 things they used to do.
What are you saying about Fez, by the way?
What's up? What would you think about Fez?
No, I'm just saying, what are you saying about Fez?
Oh,
Are you comparing him to a guy?
No, I'm not, dude. Stop it. So he got that guy one of those have you seen the 350? They used to be $350, but it's like a nice porn star's ass.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like in dog.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah.
what we need to wrap around a donkey's hindquarters.
Yeah, but it was like motorized and shit. It was like a really expensive one.
I will say I banged one of those fleshlights, and I would just rather jerk off.
Yeah.
It's such a gimmick. But maybe the things that you're describing would work a little bit better. But tell me what the guy who got no pussy in Floyd Mayweather's crew did.
So
we're not comparing you to him at all.
They did one of those things where they unveiled it and all the black guys like relocated. You know what I mean? Like and they just started running around like laughing at him.
What is that, NBA? When there's a relocation within a black occupied room.
Dude, D'Elia used to do a joke about how he made a black guy laugh at one of his shows, and the guy just went to Vegas, like all the way to Vegas, dude. I was like, I used to love that joke.
And then,
dude,
gross.
Danny, I don't. I'm going to say this, but I think that I really believe this. If we just dressed him up like in like a leather assless chaps, like and just send him into the Abbey with like 3 drinks in him, he does get raped there.
Yeah.
Like there's no questions. Like some guy's just gonna be like, dude, are you gay? Let's do that. They're gonna think he's gay. And
I don't think they ask. They don't ask in the Abbey.
Bro, they don't.
If you walk into the Abbey with leather assless chaps, are you a homosexual, sir?
Yeah, they're not gonna ask. Dude, I really want to do that for a video, but that's so wrong. I don't want you to really get raped. I just think it'd be funny if some guy attempted to, and then we stopped it. But it would be, come on.
What about you, Leo?
I'll go in there with assless chaps with you, bro.
Obviously, Leo would get assaulted.
Yeah, I would get assaulted.
But Fez, I think that at this point, like, whatever you can get, dude. Like, if you get raped by a guy, like, it counts.
At least someone found you attractive.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
fuck
so
you.
good.
You've had sex. You could say you've had sex if you got raped by
I'd rather be alone forever at that point.
Well, it's not like you'd have to date the guy. You could still be alone. But just psychologically, you could cross it off the list, you know?
I wonder how you would do, like...
Fuck you guys.
But for real, I'm curious. You never thought about just, like, maybe, like you could start small. For example, like a happy ending massage place. Have you ever thought about doing that?
I had massages.
But, like, happy ending.
Yeah. What happened at the end
happy
of your...
ending.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They've never tried to touch your like willy
No.
afterwards.
I was only once. It was just a young lady that massaged me because she was practicing for school, and she gave me a coupon for her massage powder.
Jesus Christ.
And then I took it.
That's pretty... I think she might have liked you if she gave you a coupon. It was like, hey, come here, it's free.
Maybe
What race was she?
Hispanic.
I did, Danny, when we were on a shoot, I took a picture of the place because, it piqued my interest, but it was a massage school and it was $25 massages. I was like, oh, that'd be
I didn't pay a single
interesting.
thing.
Yeah, they'd
But I
have to
do
be very
have-
bold indeed to jerk you off on the training room floor.
yeah, dude, that'd be crazy.
Dude, but Fez,
doing this for the
I do
boys.
want to come back, Fez. I was thinking about this. You said you were hanging out with Swolby and Saltine and you with some fashionista girls, which sounds dicey because you guys, especially Swolby and Saltine, like tend to get like a little non-PC when you're talking to women, and I could see them like hating you guys. But what happened?
No, actually, they were digging us.
Okay,
All we did was
stand
telling the
corrected.
truth, which is, Solby's a rapper, Salting's a streamer, and I was just
Saltine, I did not know Saltine was a streamer.
No, I said Salting's a streamer. No, now he is.
Well, he does stream, but they were making characters, right? Like Saltine does stream, but he was like, "I'm a famous streamer," and Swolby was like,
Okay,
"I'm a famous."
that's
rapper."
great. Well,
and then
that's
Fez, I think, was their manager or something like that.
that's okay. Usually I caution against those sorts of fibs, but I
mean, it
did
was-
tell a few in my own time, so I cannot
Yes.
hate.
So basically, I talked to them. I got their Instagram, by the way.
Did you hear about this? They all have false identities they assume when they go out.
Well, they were trying to help
False
Fez.
identity.
He's our.
They were trying to do
All
the
right.
same bit we were doing.
All right.
It's the move. For Fez, it's the move.
All right, I
It's
like
got to
it.
be the right lie, and I do think it has to be in
wasn't
a
a lie.
Latina. It's got to be in a Latino world.
Actually, she was, if I remember correctly, she was Cherokee, Native American. Her friend was white. And we approached them and we talked to them. They look really cute. That the Cherokee girl, she was kind of heavy, so it seemed like a perfect fit for me. But I approached them and we.
You should have
started
been
a
like,
conversation.
this would be a good opener. Like, hey, you killed all the buffalo, but now you've become one.
Oh
she
my
would
God.
fucking love that.
You fucking asshole.
Dude, I do kind of love what Fez said though just now because it's almost like an Indiana Jones where you have to like replace like the little statue with something that weighs like the same amount. So like Fez is trying to find like another like
Yeah,
heavy
yeah.
girl that he can like swap.
Yeah,
like,
that's
rematch.
nice. That's a good policy, Fez. You got to find that equilibrium of weight.
Yeah.
You weren't here for the pod last week, but the girl that the guy brought, probably, I think she'd be maybe interested in you.
Okay.
Why?
Well, we could all assume some things from that statement.
She
so.
ate. Stop it. We're not assuming anything. Why would you bring
She
that
ate.
up?
Because you just brought it up after Austin was talking about a weight switch with
No,
Fez.
but that's not what. Yes, but I didn't say it explicitly.
Fez, do you weigh more than NBA?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
NBA would be, dude. You'd be if you're 300
It's
pounds,
like
bro.
200
dude.
pounds. I'm 288.
How much do you weigh, NBA?
I'm like 215.
Okay. Wow, that's I would have thought you weighed a little bit more.
Yeah,
You're a big
In
dude.
college, I was like 225 to like 230. Almost.
Yeah. Fez, so the fashionistas that you were telling that you were a manager to two streamers, how'd that go? Continue. And then there's a fat
No,
Native
it went
American.
well. Like I said, I got the Instagrams. I offered them maybe any openings in the comedy show. If you have any.
I have a
showings.
date. Yeah, that's good. He has a cheap date to bring chicks to, and he actually came. Dude, you remember the good-looking fan of ours that was a stripper for a while?
Yeah.
He came with that same cute chick that he hangs out with, and they just had Fez with them.
Oh, nice.
It was wild. So he like somehow bummed a ride for them, or he just hit him up and they brought him to the show.
Yeah.
Which was
so,
good.
Fez, were you trying to, double cross the dude and take his chick?
No, of course not.
Are you sure?
She was too young anyway.
She's like, I know who that girl is. She's a fan of the channel. She's like 23. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
It's not too young for you, bro.
That's, come on, dude.
What is going on, dude? Just because you're close to 40 now, you can't go for a college chick?
She's like got tattoos and runs her own business, and she's like
Yeah,
20s, in her 20s.
Yes.
She can handle.
All right, Fez, you're making excuses now. We're gonna trick you into fucking the donkey if you keep giving us these excuses. Seriously.
Okay, no,
But
come on.
have you ever heard the expression that all is fair in love and war? You should have been in the
but
backseat of the Uber.
I want to meet girls at my age range.
Okay, fine, but
Okay,
Women-
you mean
women-
girls with like a
women.
fucking girls who are like homeowners and who have careers where they're making like
Well,
fucking 180 grand a year.
Maybe not.
all right, let's talk about this. If you want a 40-year-old chick, all right, your age, that is going to be into you, what you have to offer her right now, Fez,
Nothing.
it's a little tough. But a young girl might be like, you know what? You're on a show. You're on the Leo and Danny show.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
A fan.
It's a really big
honestly,
deal.
a fan could be the way to go. I mean, look at Rat Dick. I mean, he actually.
Oh my God.
With his feet, which one of our a fan made a clip of the foot smell thing. That was crazy. But like, we never show him, so it's kind of confusing. But it's still so funny. You almost throw up. I'm like, get it out. But with his foot fungus and that smell, he still was able to have sex with a girl that was like not that bad looking. You know what I mean?
Raposipam
Or
Indicament. Fez, yeah, you need to find a girl who's trying to fuck her way to me and Leo.
Yeah.
And you need to be the fill station at which she gets a couple gallons of unleaded before she gets to us.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna tell you this line. I'm not telling you to use this line, but you should maybe use this line. You know what I mean? Wink, wink. Hey, you want to see Danny sometime? First, you have to do something for me.
No.
He's like the mini boss. You have
the
to
mini-
like.
he's the
It's
mini
the mini
boss.
boss. You have to
blow Fez.
finish the
Absolutely.
mini boss to
You
get to
blow
the main
Fez,
boss.
you might get an invite to the Patreon pod. I don't know.
Listen, Fez, this is rock and roll 101.
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how many road managers offered backstage laminates to groupies during Led Zeppelin's 73 tour?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, a lot of, this is just not even rock and roll. This is just standard business practice. There's always a middleman who gets his beak wet.
Yep.
It skims a little bit off the top.
Like in The Sopranos, they had a strip joint, right? A stripper bar that
Yeah.
they have, and then the guy that would run it, he would always get his ass beat by the James Gandolfini character, Tony Soprano and stuff. But like on occasion when they had got a new stripper would come in, he would always be like, "All right, I got your fees this week, but you owe me a blowjob." And that was like his thing that he would always say to like the like a new girl. So
Fez, would you ever take a girl fan of the channel out to dinner, and then after you, I was going to say pay for the dinner, but
he can't pay for it. So
after you tell her you forgot your wallet and she pays for the dinner, would you ever use that Tony Soprano line that she owes you a blowjob?
No, probably not.
Yeah, that's good, because you'd probably be the worst guy on the planet if you did that.
Yeah.
What if he forgot his wallet?
and then ask for a blowjob, that's crazy, dude.
But if he got the blowjob, he's a legend.
That's
but
true.
that's kind of messed up. I mean, would you ever be like, you want to come to the Patreon pod and see Danny? You just have to do this. Would you ever do that? What do you mean?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh my God!
no.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it's Fez. We need you to be the incorruptible soul.
No, you can't do that.
But yeah, no, Leo brings up a good point though, dude, that the last thing you need to be trying to do is going for women who are in their 40s. Because women mature a lot faster than guys.
Yes,
So a woman who's 38.
Perfectly example right here.
Fuck you. So a woman who's 38 is like spiritually 48.
Yeah, bro.
Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's why like chicks who are really hot and are like 21 and 22, I'll see them out with their boyfriends who are also like 21 and 22, and I'm like, that's a guy who's going to get his heart broken in 6
Yeah,
months.
poor guy.
Because she is drop dead and she has the very cream of the LA crop trying to vet her, and her boyfriend is a part-time lifeguard. Like, it is not going to last.
No.
That's why you got to, right now, you're into Pokemon cards and like snapping. So you got to, I guess that means you got to get with a chick who's 3.
Oh, you sick fuck.
Well, you're into Pokemon cards and napping right now. I mean, what do you have in common with any other woman right now?
My sister's got two baby girls, 2 twins.
Oh man,
They take a lot of naps, dude.
Don't fucking do that. That's fucked up.
Well, they're my fucking
We're
family,
messing
asshole.
around.
I know.
I'm just they take a lot of naps, dude. I'm trying to figure out like what age group you're best suited to right now, and based on your hobbies, Pokemon and napping,
yeah.
and eating,
Oh, napping.
Yeah, chicken
and
nuggets.
shitting, and yeah.
Right, because it's so
Would you consider shitting one of your hobbies?
You fucking asshole.
That is a fat joke. So I'm sorry, but why is it that always the fat guy is the one shitting or farting? If there's this fart in a room and the fat guy's there, it's
Because
like
it's
full.
funny.
It is. But listen, what is your plan going forward though? You have to have some kind of plan. You know what I mean? Like
Never
you can't.
think about it.
All right, well, how about getting a car, for example, or learning how to drive. Learning how to drive is a good move. Dude, we should take him. We should teach him how to drive.
Yeah, I think start by playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I
Then
did play Mario Kart.
okay, now it's time to move up to Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
You play Gran Turismo, it's
I
more
do love
realistic,
Gran Turismo too.
better physics, more like actually
yes,
driving.
yes.
And then after that, like I don't know, maybe he buys the little wheel that you can play with in your living room. and then he's
no,
ready
you
to
need-
drive.
You need the full setup and like the shift changing thing. You need the whole thing.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Do you think he needs any sort of like stilt so he can reach the gas pedal?
Still, I think I'm good in that department.
Yeah, I think you're good too.